CatSynth TV.
Hey everybody, it's your guest reviewer JB here for CatSynth TV. Today we're going to be taking a look at No Accident, a CD by Myles Boisen. Before we get started on that, I want to ask you to please subscribe to this channel for more cultural content coming out regularly. And please consider underwriting the efforts. There are links to Patreon and Ko-Fi below. And if you like what you see here, please do give this video a thumbs up and share it out. The whole idea is to spread the word. Let's jump right into this. No Accident, a CD by Myles Boisen. Myles Boisen, you remember that name. We've mentioned him a number of times. We've actually done a few different videos with Myles. There'll be links down in the description below. There was the video that we did on the mastering process with Myles. There was a video we did where Myles talks about the pedal steel guitar. Myles Boisen has been involved in the music of Amanda Chaudhry as a guitarist. Myles has been involved in the music of Nub Dung Ensemble as a guitarist and engineer and so forth. Myles has a long history of composition. He was on the Splatter Trio video. Remember we talked about that a while back. Myles has worked with, amongst others, Tom Waits and David Lynch. He works on the David Lynch soundtrack, a couple of them. Anyways, jumping right into this, although Myles is known primarily as a guitarist, this is an album of prepared piano. Prepared piano? What the heck? Boing! That's right. Prepared piano. This is a little bit of a different thing from what we might expect, quote unquote, from Myles Boisen. But Myles works in all kinds of different kind of music. He plays, out jazz music. He plays rock music. He plays country music. This is another facet of his creativity. Now, for those who are unfamiliar with the term, prepared piano generally means a piano which is played in an unconventional fashion, is invented or at least popularized, I don't know, by John Cage, who inserted different items in between the strings of the piano to change the timbre, give it kind of more percussive sound. Myles does all kinds of different preparations on the piano for this one. A lot of times he's exciting the strings with an ebow. Just for those who don't know what the heck I just said, okay, by exciting the strings, I mean magnetically resonating the strings by use of an ebow, which is a little kind of gizmo that you put on your guitar. Has a rotating magnet, makes the string vibrate, gives it almost like on a guitar, it gives it almost like a violin kind of attack. And it's the same sort of thing here with the piano. A lot of the sounds on this album, let me just say that Myles does not use exclusively prepared piano on this. He does overdoes some additional instruments, some of the pedal steel guitar, like we were talking about, guitars, Hammond organ, various other things. Kind of the mood, the general mood of this is kind of, what would I call it? I would call it like glacial. You have these long tones and these big masses of sound kind of moving slowly. It's like, when I was listening to this thing, I listened to it a few times. It's like, I'm getting imagery of, standing on the fjords, what I'm saying, with the, cold wind kind of whipping around me and just like, trying to get reception from the satellite phone. It's like, where am I? Where am I? It's funny because I got those images, and then I listened recently to an interview with Myles where he was discussing this album, and he said something about Shackleton, the explorations at the South Pole, and it's like, oh my goodness. Well, that was perfect because that's what it captured. It's just like, whether or not that would, I don't know. That's just, it just came to me, and then he said that, and it reaffirmed what I heard. So yeah, definitely it's, I don't want to say it's kind of ambient music because, it's like, this is music it's just very slow developing music. I would compare it maybe even to some Lamont Young things, with a little bit of a blues thing in there somehow. I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm picking up on. It's kind of a fascinating, very original synthesis of a lot of different streams of music, and Myles just makes it work. I would say it's not what you might expect from Myles, but Myles, like all of us, is a many-faceted person. He contains multitudes. What was that? Walt Whitman? Something like that? Anyways, continuing on, you should definitely check out this CD, No Accident by Myles Boisen. Please do check it out.
To find out more about No Accident and other music by Myles Boisen, please visit his Bandcamp page and check out the description below this video. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to CatSynth TV.
Meep, 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 meep. You are watching CatSynth TV. Meep, 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 meep.